Have you ever wondered if the nuts you're eating are actually good for you? Nuts have been celebrated as a superfood for years, packed with heart-healthy fats, protein, and essential nutrients. But here's the catch. Not all nuts are created equal. Some offer incredible health benefits, while others might be doing more harm than good. And if you're not careful, even the healthiest ones can turn against you if eaten the wrong way. It's easy to assume that all nuts are a great snack, but some are loaded with hidden dangers, excess calories, toxins, or even inflammatory effects that could lead to long-term health problems. Today, we're diving into the 4 nuts you should be eating and the 4 you should avoid or eat in moderation. This could change the way you snack forever. Let's start with the best nuts for your health. Trust me, the last one might surprise you. First on the list, almonds. If you're looking for a nut that's a true powerhouse for your heart and brain, this is the one. Almonds are rich in vitamin E, antioxidants, and fiber, 3 essential nutrients that can help lower cholesterol, improve memory, and even stabilize blood sugar levels. One of the biggest benefits of almonds is their ability to support heart health. Studies show that eating almonds regularly can reduce LDL cholesterol, the bad kind, and keep your arteries clear and flexible. But there's more. If you struggle with blood sugar spikes, almonds can be a game changer. The fiber, protein, and healthy fats in almonds help slow down the absorption of sugar, preventing sudden spikes and crashes. This makes them an excellent snack for people with diabetes or anyone looking to keep their energy levels stable throughout the day. However, portion control is key. Almonds are calorie dense, and a handful goes a long way. And if you want to get the most out of them, try soaking them overnight. This process helps break down phytic acid, which can interfere with nutrient absorption, making almonds easier to digest. Next up, walnuts, the ultimate brain booster. Have you ever noticed that a walnut looks a lot like a brain? That's no coincidence. Walnuts are packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are crucial for brain health and reducing inflammation in the body. In fact, research suggests that people who consume walnuts regularly have better cognitive function and a lower risk of Alzheimer's disease. But the benefits don't stop there. Walnuts are also great for your heart. The omega-3s and antioxidants in walnuts help lower blood pressure and improve blood vessel function, reducing the risk of heart disease. And if you're trying to manage your weight, walnuts can help with that too. They contain a special type of fat that signals to your brain that you're full, helping you avoid unnecessary snacking. The best way to eat walnuts, stick to raw or lightly toasted ones. Avoid the prepackaged, sugar-coated varieties that can undo all the health benefits. Moving on to a nut that might not be on your radar, Brazil nuts. These aren't just delicious, they're a nutritional powerhouse. Just one Brazil nut a day can provide your entire daily dose of selenium, a mineral that plays a crucial role in thyroid function, immune support, and even mood regulation. Selenium is also a powerful antioxidant, helping to protect your cells from damage and reduce inflammation in the body. But here's the important part. Don't overdo it. While selenium is essential for health, too much of it can be toxic. Eating more than a few Brazil nuts per day can lead to selenium toxicity, which comes with symptoms like hair loss, brittle nails, and digestive issues. So remember, 1 or 2 a day is all you need to reap the benefits. And finally, pistachios. If you're looking for a nut that's great for weight management, this is it. Pistachios are lower in calories than many other nuts and packed with protein and fiber, making them a satisfying and healthy snack. One of the best things about pistachios is that they take a little effort to eat. Having to crack open the shell slows down your eating, which can help with portion control and prevent mindless snacking. Pistachios also support heart health. They contain plant sterols that help lower bad cholesterol, as well as powerful antioxidants that reduce inflammation. Just make sure you're eating the unsalted variety, as many store-bought pistachios are loaded with sodium, which can counteract the heart-healthy benefits. Now that we've covered the best nuts for your health, let's talk about the ones you should limit or avoid altogether. First on the list, macadamia nuts. These may taste rich and buttery, but they're also packed with calories and fat. While macadamia nuts do contain some healthy monounsaturated fats, they have minimal protein and fiber compared to other nuts. This means they don't fill you up as much and can easily lead to overconsumption. Just a small handful of macadamia nuts can contain over 200 calories, making them one of the most calorie-dense nuts out there. If you love macadamia nuts, enjoy them sparingly. They're not the worst nut for your health, but they're not the best choice for daily snacking, especially if you're watching your weight. Next, peanuts. This one might surprise you because peanuts are one of the most popular nuts in the world, but here's the truth. Peanuts aren't technically nuts. They're legumes. And while they do contain some protein and healthy fats, they also come with a hidden danger, aflatoxins. These are toxic compounds produced by mold that can grow on peanuts, and they've been linked to liver damage and even an increased risk of cancer. Peanuts are also one of the most common food allergens, and peanut butter, while delicious, is often loaded with added sugars, oils, and preservatives that make it far from a healthy choice. If you love peanuts, make sure you're eating high-quality organic varieties and avoiding the overly processed peanut butters filled with additives. Another nut to be cautious with, pine nuts. Have you ever heard of pine mouth syndrome? It's a real thing. Some people experience a lingering metallic taste in their mouth after eating pine nuts, which can last for days or even weeks. While pine nuts are high in magnesium and vitamin E, they also contain an unusually high ratio of omega-6 fatty acids. In excess, omega-6 acids can promote inflammation in the body, which is the last thing you want when trying to stay healthy. And finally, chestnuts. Unlike most other nuts, chestnuts are high in carbohydrates and low in protein and fat. While they can be a nice seasonal treat, they don't offer the same health benefits as almonds, walnuts, or pistachios. Chestnuts are also lower in essential nutrients, making them one of the least nutritionally valuable nuts you can eat. So what's the takeaway? Nuts can be one of the healthiest foods in your diet if you're choosing the right ones. Almonds, walnuts, Brazil nuts, and pistachios are excellent choices that offer a range of benefits for your heart, brain, and overall health. On the other hand, macadamia nuts, peanuts, pine nuts, and chestnuts should be eaten in moderation or avoided if possible. And no matter which nuts you choose, portion control is key. Overeating even the healthiest nuts can lead to weight gain and other health issues. Making simple, informed choices about the foods you eat can have a powerful impact on your health. By choosing the right nuts and enjoying them in moderation, you're giving your body the nutrients it needs while avoiding the hidden pitfalls. Nuts are one of nature's most convenient and nutrient-packed foods, but the difference between the best ones and the worst ones can be drastic. While some support heart health, brain function, and longevity, others can quietly sabotage your well-being. And the real secret? Even the healthiest nuts can work against you if you don't eat them the right way. Let's talk about almonds again. You already know they're great for your heart, but they also play a crucial role in bone health. As we age, bone density naturally declines, making fractures and osteoporosis a real concern. Almonds contain magnesium, calcium, and phosphorus, all of which help keep your bones strong and resilient. But did you know that raw almonds contain enzyme inhibitors that can make digestion more difficult? That's why soaking almonds overnight is such a game changer. It helps break down these inhibitors, allowing your body to absorb the nutrients more efficiently. You get all the benefits without the digestive strain. Walnuts, on the other hand, are more than just brain food. They have one of the highest antioxidant levels of any nut, making them a powerful tool in fighting inflammation and slowing down aging at the cellular level. Inflammation is at the root of many chronic diseases, from arthritis to heart disease, and incorporating anti-inflammatory foods into your diet is one of the best ways to maintain long-term health. But here's something most people don't realize. Walnuts are best stored in the fridge. Because they're high in delicate omega-3 fats, they can go rancid quickly if left at room temperature. Eating rancid nuts isn't just unpleasant, it can introduce harmful compounds into your body that contribute to oxidative stress. Keeping them cool preserves their freshness and their benefits. Brazil nuts are often overlooked, but they are one of the simplest ways to boost your selenium levels. Selenium isn't just good for the thyroid, it plays a major role in immune function. Your body relies on selenium to fight off infections, reduce inflammation, and even protect against certain cancers. But because selenium is so potent, you really do need to be mindful of your intake. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts a day is enough to get all the benefits without any of the risks. Eating too many can lead to selenium toxicity, which causes nausea, fatigue, and even nerve damage over time. So when it comes to Brazil nuts, less is more. Pistachios are unique because they are one of the lowest calorie nuts while still being high in protein and fiber. This makes them a fantastic snack for people trying to manage their weight. They also contain lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants that are especially beneficial for eye health. As we age, our risk of macular degeneration increases, leading to vision problems and even blindness in severe cases. The compounds found in pistachios help protect the eyes from oxidative damage and support long-term vision. But if you're buying them pre-shelled, be extra cautious about portion control. One of the hidden benefits of eating pistachios in the shell is that the act of cracking them open slows you down, helping you eat more mindfully. When they're pre-shelled, it's easy to overeat without realizing it. Now let's revisit the nuts that are best consumed in moderation. Macadamia nuts may be delicious, but they are also extremely calorie dense, which can make it easy to gain weight without even realizing it. If you've ever noticed that macadamia nuts seem richer and more filling than other nuts, that's because they contain a much higher fat content. While the fats in macadamia nuts are healthy, they're not balanced with as much protein or fiber, meaning they won't keep you full for long. If you love macadamia nuts, treat them as an occasional indulgence rather than an everyday snack. Peanuts might be a staple in many households, but they come with a set of concerns that most people aren't aware of. One of the biggest issues with peanuts is aflatoxin, a natural toxin that comes from mold contamination. Aflatoxins have been linked to liver damage and an increased risk of certain cancers, making them a serious concern. While not every batch of peanuts is contaminated, they are more susceptible to mold growth than other nuts. If you still want to eat peanuts, look for brands that test for aflatoxins or opt for organic varieties, which are typically grown and stored under better conditions. And be extra cautious with peanut butter, as many commercial brands contain added sugars and hydrogenated oils that diminish their health benefits. Pine nuts, while often used in pesto and other dishes, can cause a bizarre condition known as pine mouth syndrome. For some people, eating pine nuts leads to a lingering metallic taste in the mouth that can last for weeks. While not dangerous, it's certainly unpleasant. Pine nuts are also very high in omega-6 fatty acids, which can contribute to inflammation when consumed in excess. Unlike walnuts, which provide anti-inflammatory omega-3 S's, pine nuts lean in the opposite direction. If you want to enjoy them, do so in small amounts and make sure to balance them with plenty of anti-inflammatory foods. And then there are chestnuts. Unlike other nuts, chestnuts are primarily composed of carbohydrates rather than fats and proteins. This makes them less nutritionally valuable and more likely to cause blood sugar spikes. While they can be a nice seasonal treat, they don't provide the same level of sustained energy and health benefits as nuts like almonds, walnuts, or pistachios. If you're looking for a nut that will keep you full and provide lasting nutrition, chestnuts aren't the best choice. Now that we've covered the best and worst nuts, let's talk about how to enjoy nuts the right way. Portion control is key. Nuts are dense in nutrients, but they're also high in calories, which means that even the healthiest nuts can lead to weight gain if eaten in excess. The ideal serving size is about a small handful per day, roughly 1 ounce. If you find yourself mindlessly snacking on nuts straight from the bag, try pre-portioning them into small containers or bags to prevent overeating. Preparation matters just as much as portion size. Raw or dry roasted nuts are the best options. Many store-bought nuts are roasted in unhealthy oils and coated with excess salt or sugar, which can counteract their benefits. If you like the flavor of roasted nuts, opt for dry roasted varieties with no added oils or season them yourself at home. And remember, storing nuts properly extends their freshness and nutritional value. Because nuts contain natural oils, they can go rancid over time if not stored correctly. Keep them in an airtight container in a cool, dark place, or better yet, store them in the fridge or freezer to maintain their quality. By making small, mindful choices about the types of nuts you eat and how you consume them, you can maximize their health benefits while avoiding the pitfalls. Nuts can be one of the best foods you include in your diet, but only if you choose wisely. Almonds, walnuts, Brazil nuts, and pistachios are among the best for your heart, brain, and overall well-being. Meanwhile, macadamia nuts, peanuts, pine nuts, and chestnuts should be eaten in moderation or avoided, depending on your individual health goals. Understanding the true impact of the foods you eat is one of the simplest and most powerful ways to take control of your health. By choosing nutrient-dense options and practicing moderation, you can enjoy all the benefits that nuts have to offer without any of the downsides. Every bite you take is a choice, and when you make the right ones, your body will thank you. It's amazing how something as small as a nut can have such a powerful impact on your health. But here's the thing, eating the right nuts in the right amounts isn't just about what's good for you. It's about avoiding what can quietly work against you. There's a reason some cultures have been eating nuts for thousands of years, while others have fallen into the trap of overly processed, salt laden versions that do more harm than good. The way you choose, store, and eat nuts makes all the difference. Take almonds, for example. Most people grab a handful and call it a day, but soaking them overnight can actually unlock their full nutritional potential. This simple step removes enzyme inhibitors that make digestion harder and releases more of the vitamins and minerals your body needs. It's the same reason ancient cultures soaked and sprouted their nuts and seeds. They knew that nature has built-in protective mechanisms, and a little bit of preparation turns good food into great food. If you've ever felt bloated after eating nuts, soaking them first could be the answer. Walnuts are another example of a nut that needs a little care. They're packed with delicate omega-3 fatty acids, but they can go rancid quickly if not stored properly. Rancid nuts not only taste bad, but they also produce free radicals that contribute to inflammation and oxidative stress. Keeping them in the fridge or freezer instead of the pantry keeps them fresh longer, so every bite gives you the brain-boosting benefits they're meant to provide. And if you ever buy pre-packaged walnuts that taste bitter, toss them out. That bitterness is a sign they've gone bad, and eating rancid oils does more harm than good. Brazil nuts are one of the few foods that can give you everything you need in just one bite, if you don't overdo it. Selenium is essential for immune health, thyroid function, and even mood regulation, but too much of it can become toxic. This is one of those cases where more is not better. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts a day is enough to get all the benefits. Eating a handful, that's a quick way to overload your body with too much selenium, which can lead to side effects like brittle nails, hair loss, and even nerve damage. Small but powerful, that's the lesson with Brazil nuts. Pistachios are one of the best nuts for people who love to snack but don't want to overeat. Why? Because they require a little effort. The process of cracking open each shell naturally slows you down, helping you eat more mindfully and control portions without even thinking about it. They're also one of the most nutrient-dense nuts when it comes to heart health, containing plant sterols that actively lower bad cholesterol. Just be careful with flavored varieties. Many store-bought pistachios are roasted with too much salt or artificial seasonings that take away from their natural benefits. When in doubt, stick with plain, unsalted versions and season them yourself if needed. Now let's talk about the nuts that come with hidden risks. Macadamia nuts, for example, are loaded with monounsaturated fats, which are good for heart health, but they're also extremely calorie dense and lower in protein and fiber compared to other nuts. This means they don't fill you up as much, making it easy to overeat without realizing it. Just 10 macadamia nuts can contain over 200 calories. They're not necessarily bad for you, but they're not the best choice for regular snacking, especially if you're trying to maintain a healthy weight. Peanuts are another nut that requires caution. While they contain protein and some healthy fats, they are also one of the most common sources of aflatoxin contamination. Aflatoxins are toxic compounds produced by mold, and they've been linked to liver damage and an increased risk of cancer. Because peanuts grow underground, they are more susceptible to mold growth than tree nuts, and this contamination is almost impossible to detect just by looking at them. While some brands test for aflatoxins, not all do, so if you eat peanuts regularly, choosing organic, high-quality sources is important. And if you love peanut butter, check the label carefully. Many commercial brands contain added sugars, hydrogenated oils, and preservatives that make them more of a processed food than a healthy one. Pine nuts may seem like an innocent ingredient, especially when tossed into salads or blended into pesto, but they come with an unusual risk. Some people develop a condition called pine mouth syndrome after eating pine nuts, which causes a bitter metallic taste that can last for days or even weeks. While not harmful, it's definitely unpleasant. Pine nuts are also very high in omega-6 fatty acids, which can promote inflammation if not balanced with enough omega-3s. Unlike walnuts, which provide anti-inflammatory benefits, pine nuts can tip the scale in the wrong direction if eaten in excess. If you enjoy pine nuts, do so in moderation and make sure to balance them with other healthy fats. And then there are chestnuts, which are quite different from most nuts because they are primarily made up of carbohydrates rather than fats and proteins. While this makes them lower in calories, it also means they don't offer the same long-lasting energy or satiety as other nuts. They are more like starchy vegetables than true nuts, and while they can be a tasty seasonal treat, they aren't the best choice for regular consumption if you're looking for the health benefits typically associated with nuts. The key takeaway is that not all nuts are created equal, and even the healthiest ones should be eaten in moderation. Nuts are one of the best sources of plant-based protein, healthy fats, and essential nutrients, but they are also calorie dense, which means portion control matters. The ideal serving size is about 1 ounce per day, which is roughly a small handful. If you're eating nuts straight from the bag, it's easy to go overboard. So pre-portioning them into small containers or using snack-sized bags can help prevent mindless overeating. And remember, how nuts are prepared and stored affects their benefits. Raw or dry roasted nuts are the best choices. Many commercially roasted nuts are cooked in unhealthy oils and coated with excessive salt or sugar, which diminishes their health benefits. If you prefer roasted nuts, look for dry roasted varieties with no added oils, or better yet, roast them yourself at home. Proper storage also makes a difference. Because nuts contain natural oils, they can go rancid over time if not stored correctly. Keeping them in an airtight container in a cool, dark place extends their freshness, and storing them in the fridge or freezer can help preserve their quality even longer. When it comes to making smarter food choices, the small details matter. Choosing almonds, walnuts, Brazil nuts, and pistachios give your body powerful nutrients that support heart health, brain function, and overall well-being. Being mindful of macadamia nuts, peanuts, pine nuts, and chestnuts helps you avoid unnecessary risks, and taking the time to prepare and store your nuts properly ensures you're getting the best possible benefits from every bite. The way you fuel your body determines how you feel, how you age, and how well you maintain your energy and health over the years. Making small, intentional choices like swapping out processed snacks for nutrient-dense nuts adds up in ways that go beyond the surface. Food is more than just fuel. It's information for your cells, instructions for your body, the foundation of your long-term health. Nuts are one of the easiest and most effective ways to add powerful nutrients to your diet, but only when you choose the right ones, eat them in the right amounts, and avoid the ones that do more harm than good. With just a little knowledge and a few smart choices, you can harness their benefits and enjoy better health for years to come. When it comes to making the most of your diet, it's not just about what you eat, it's about how you eat it. Nuts are one of the easiest and most nutrient-dense foods available, but if you're not paying attention, you might not be getting their full benefits. The key is balance. Too little, and you miss out on the essential nutrients that support heart health, brain function, and overall well-being. Too much, and you risk consuming excess calories, leading to weight gain or digestive discomfort. That's why portion control is one of the most important habits to develop when incorporating nuts into your diet. One of the simplest ways to control your portions is to measure out a serving before you start snacking. A single ounce of almonds is about 23 nuts, while an ounce of walnuts is around 14 halves. When you pour them straight from the bag, it's easy to go overboard without realizing it. Pre-portioning your nuts into small containers or using snack-sized bags makes it easy to enjoy the health benefits without overdoing it. Another way to get the most out of your nuts is by pairing them with other foods that enhance their benefits. Almonds, for example, are high in vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that supports skin and brain health. But did you know that vitamin E is fat-soluble? That means your body absorbs it better when it's eaten with healthy fats. Combining almonds with foods like avocado, olive oil, or salmon can boost the amount of vitamin E your body actually uses. Walnuts are another great example. They're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, but they work even better when eaten with foods that contain antioxidants, like berries, dark leafy greens, or even a small piece of dark chocolate. These combinations enhance nutrient absorption and help fight inflammation in the body. The preparation method of nuts also plays a big role in their nutritional value. Raw and dry roasted nuts are the best options because they retain their natural nutrients without added oils, sugars, or sodium. Many commercially roasted nuts are cooked in unhealthy oils or coated in excessive salt, which diminishes their health benefits. If you prefer roasted nuts, look for dry roasted varieties with no added ingredients, or, better yet, roast them yourself at home. A quick 10 minutes in the oven at a low temperature brings out the flavor without compromising the nutrients. Storing your nuts properly is just as important as choosing the right ones. Because nuts contain natural oils, they can go rancid over time if they're not kept in the right conditions. Exposure to heat, light, and air speeds up this process, which is why nuts should be stored in airtight containers in a cool, dark place. For even better preservation, keep them in the refrigerator or freezer. This keeps the oils from breaking down and ensures they stay fresh for longer. Walnuts in particular benefit from being stored in the fridge since their delicate omega-3 fats are more prone to going bad. If you're looking for ways to incorporate more nuts into your daily meals, the possibilities are endless. Adding a handful of walnuts to your morning oatmeal or yogurt gives you a boost of brain-boosting omega-3s, Tossing almonds into a salad adds a satisfying crunch and a dose of heart-healthy fats. Pistachios make a great topping for roasted vegetables, while Brazil nuts can be finely chopped and sprinkled over a smoothie bowl to give your immune system a selenium boost. For those who love nut butter, choosing the right kind is essential. Many store-bought peanut butters are packed with added sugars, hydrogenated oils, and preservatives that take away from their natural benefits. A good nut butter should have just one or two ingredients, the nuts themselves, and maybe a pinch of salt. Whether it's almond butter, cashew butter, or even walnut butter, making sure it's free of unnecessary additives ensures you're getting the purest form of nutrition. One of the biggest mistakes people make with nuts is assuming that because they're healthy, they can eat unlimited amounts. While nuts are packed with beneficial nutrients, they're also calorie dense. Eating too many, even of the best kinds, can contribute to weight gain if you're not mindful of portions. This is especially important if you're trying to maintain a healthy weight or manage blood sugar levels. Even though nuts contain healthy fats, consuming them in excess can still lead to an imbalance in your diet. Understanding which nuts work best for your health goals can make all the difference. If you're looking to improve brain function and cognitive health, walnuts should be a staple in your diet. Their high levels of DHA, a type of omega-3 fatty acid, have been shown to support memory and reduce the risk of neurodegenerative diseases. If heart health is your priority, almonds and pistachios are excellent choices due to their ability to lower bad cholesterol and support healthy circulation. If you need an immune system boost, Brazil nuts provide selenium, which plays a crucial role in fighting off infections and supporting thyroid health. For those who are trying to lose weight, pistachios can be a game changer. Because they require you to crack them open, they slow down the eating process, making you more mindful of your intake. Research has shown that people who eat in-shell pistachios consume fewer calories overall than those who eat pre-shelled versions. The visual cue of discarded shells can also serve as a reminder of how much you've eaten, naturally encouraging portion control. On the other hand, certain nuts are best limited or avoided altogether depending on your health concerns. Macadamia nuts, while rich in healthy fats, are extremely calorie dense and lower in protein and fiber compared to other nuts, making them less satisfying and easier to overeat. Peanuts, though commonly consumed, come with a risk of aflatoxin contamination, which has been linked to liver damage and cancer. Choosing organic or aflatoxin-tested peanuts can help reduce this risk. Pine nuts, while flavorful, can cause pine mouth syndrome, an unusual reaction that leaves a lingering metallic taste in the mouth for days or even weeks. And chestnuts, unlike other nuts, are primarily composed of carbohydrates rather than fats and proteins, making them less beneficial for blood sugar control and sustained energy. The key to enjoying nuts as part of a healthy diet is to be intentional about your choices, opting for high-quality, nutrient-dense varieties, eating them in moderation, and pairing them with other whole foods enhances their benefits while minimizing potential downsides. Nuts should be part of a balanced approach to nutrition, working alongside other healthy foods to support overall wellness. At the end of the day, food is fuel, and every bite you take sends a message to your body. Choosing the right foods in the right amounts ensures that you're giving yourself the best possible foundation for health, longevity, and vitality. Small changes, like swapping out processed snacks for a handful of almonds or adding walnuts to your breakfast, can make a significant impact over time. The way you take care of your body today determines how you'll feel in the years to come. Prioritizing nutrient-dense foods, practicing mindful eating, and making informed choices about what goes on your plate can help you maintain your energy, protect your health, and continue enjoying life to the fullest. Nuts are a simple but powerful addition to your diet, providing the essential nutrients your body needs while satisfying hunger in a healthy way. By being mindful of which nuts to eat, how to prepare them, and how to enjoy them in moderation, you're taking a step toward better health, one small but significant choice at a time. The beauty of making smarter food choices is that the effects are often felt almost immediately. When you fuel your body with the right foods, you notice the difference: more energy, better focus, improved digestion, and an overall sense of well-being. And when you reduce or eliminate foods that work against you, the changes can be even more profound. That's why knowing which nuts to prioritize and which to limit can make such a noticeable impact on your health. For many people, nuts are a daily snack, something to grab in between meals, toss into a salad, or enjoy as part of a trail mix. But without the right awareness, it's easy to turn what should be a healthy habit into something that causes unwanted weight gain or even hidden inflammation in the body. That's why it's so important to focus on quality over quantity. Nuts are incredibly dense in nutrients, but they are also calorie rich, so it's essential to eat them in moderation. One of the best ways to enjoy nuts without overdoing it is to make them a part of balanced meals rather than just eating them alone. For example, adding a handful of chopped walnuts to a bowl of oatmeal provides a slow-burning energy source that keeps you full for hours. Pairing almonds with yogurt or fresh fruit gives you a mix of healthy fats, protein, and natural sugars that keep blood sugar levels stable. Using pistachios as a topping for roasted vegetables or salads adds both crunch and nutritional value without feeling like an indulgence. And let's not forget nut butters, one of the most popular ways to consume nuts. While peanut butter, almond butter, and cashew butter can be great sources of healthy fats and protein, not all nut butters are created equal. Many commercial varieties are filled with added sugar, hydrogenated oils, and preservatives, which take away from their natural health benefits. If you're buying nut butter, always check the ingredients. The best options contain just one or two ingredients, the nuts themselves and maybe a touch of salt. And if you want to take it a step further, making your own nut butter at home is easier than you might think. A simple blend of roasted almonds or cashews in a food processor can create a creamy, delicious spread with no unwanted additives. When it comes to nuts, variety is also key. Each type of nut offers a unique set of benefits, so including a mix of different kinds in your diet ensures that you're getting a broad range of nutrients. Almonds provide vitamin E and heart-healthy fats. Walnuts support brain function with their omega-3s. Brazil nuts deliver a powerful dose of selenium, and pistachios are packed with antioxidants that help fight inflammation. By rotating different nuts into your meals and snacks, you avoid the risk of consuming too much of any one type while maximizing the health benefits of each. But as much as nuts can be a great addition to a healthy diet, they aren't for everyone. Some people have nut allergies that make them dangerous to consume, and for others, certain nuts can cause digestive discomfort or trigger inflammatory responses. That's why listening to your body is just as important as following general nutrition guidelines. If a particular nut doesn't sit well with you, there's no need to force it into your diet. There are always other nutrient-rich foods that can provide similar benefits. And then there's the issue of how nuts are processed. Many people assume that all nuts are good for you, but the way they are prepared can make all the difference. Raw and dry roasted nuts retain their natural health benefits, but many store-bought nuts are roasted in unhealthy oils, coated with excessive salt, or flavored with sugar and artificial additives. If you're buying prepackaged nuts, always read the label to ensure you're not consuming unwanted ingredients. Storage is another key factor in maintaining the quality of nuts. Because nuts contain natural oils, they can go rancid if they're exposed to heat, light, or air for too long. Keeping them in an airtight container in a cool, dark place extends their freshness. But for even better preservation, storing them in the fridge or freezer can help maintain their quality for months. This is important for walnuts and Brazil nuts, which have higher oil content and are more prone to spoiling. Ultimately, making the right choices about the nuts you eat isn't about restriction, it's about balance. Eating almonds, walnuts, Brazil nuts, and pistachios in moderation while limiting macadamia nuts, peanuts, pine nuts, and chestnuts allows you to enjoy the best that nuts have to offer while avoiding potential downsides. And by being mindful of portion sizes, preparation methods, and storage, you ensure that every bite works in your favor. Food is one of the most powerful tools we have for shaping our health. What you put into your body every day determines how you feel, how you age, and how well you maintain your energy and mobility over time. When you choose whole, nutrient-dense foods, you give yourself the best possible foundation for long-term wellness. Nuts are just one small part of the bigger picture, but they serve as a great example of how small changes can make a big difference. Something as simple as swapping out processed snacks for a handful of raw almonds, adding walnuts to your breakfast, or using pistachios as a healthier alternative to salty chips can have lasting benefits. These little choices, made consistently over time, add up to better heart health, improved brain function, and increased longevity. Making informed, intentional food choices doesn't have to be complicated. The more you learn about what works for your body, the easier it becomes to nourish yourself in a way that supports your overall well-being. And when you do, you'll notice the difference not just in how you look, but in how you feel, how much energy you have, and how well your body functions as the years go by. At the end of the day, health isn't about following strict rules or eliminating foods entirely. It's about balance, awareness, and making small, sustainable choices that add up over time. By choosing the right nuts, eating them in moderation, and paying attention to how they fit into your overall diet, you're taking a step toward better health, one simple decision at a time. Every meal is an opportunity to fuel your body with the nutrients it needs. Every snack is a chance to nourish yourself with foods that support your long-term health. And every choice you make, no matter how small, has the potential to shape your well-being for years to come. So the next time you reach for a handful of nuts, remember the power that these tiny foods hold. Whether it's an almond, a walnut, a Brazil nut, or a pistachio, you're making a choice that goes beyond the moment. You're choosing to care for your heart, your brain, your body, and your future. And that is one of the simplest yet most powerful decisions you can make.